Dylan, I'm going broke. Dylan, I'm spending all my money and have no income. Dylan, I just got fired from my job yesterday and I'm gonna lose everything. Boom, right there. You said you're gonna lose everything? Well, almost everything. I have $1,000 left. To any of you guys who are watching this video and you have $1,000 to your name, or maybe you have a couple $100 and you're working towards that goal, it's not over for you, I promise. And in fact, it's quite the opposite of that. So in today's video, I'm gonna show you guys what I would do if I had $1,000 to invest. And with this $1,000, I'm gonna completely rebuild your life. We're not gonna gamble, and we're not gonna live off of a 10% increase of your investments. But what we are gonna do is build momentum. Okay, so now that the intro is out of the way, let me make it clear that I'm not belittling $1,000, okay? That's still a lot of money to have, especially for someone who's young like me, so I don't want you to get it twisted. $1,000 is a great place to start investing. And for the sake of the video, in fact, I have $1,000 cash right here. Don't ask me why. I'll tell you why. It's because I love having cash, it's fun. So you can see it for the camera just to see what $1,000 looks like. So this is nothing to scoff at for sure. It's a good amount of money. And now that I just unnecessarily flexed on every single one of you, I'll get started with the video. Okay, so I'm gonna break it down into 5 steps for you guys. So let's just get into it. Step number 1 is going to be building a skill that can get you cash flow. And for the sake of the video, I'm gonna assume most of you guys have a job. If not, no problem, but get out there and get one. You know, hop on Indeed, hop on LinkedIn, ask your friends, anywhere that's hiring, just get a job, get income coming in. So your skill is gonna be something that you're gonna wanna invest your money in to learn. So for example, you could do a sales course, you could do some sort of licensing or certificate. So for me, I did my real estate licensing. For you, maybe you want to become a chef, so you do some sort of food service licensing. Or maybe you're into cars, so you start a small business doing car detailing or car flipping. You can do any sort of service business. There's a million different skills that you guys can pick, but if there's one thing to remember, it's this. Pick a skill that you know has high earning potential and get really good at it. That's it, nothing else. So like for me, I mentioned earlier, it's real estate, which I just started and I have no income coming in yet. But real estate is something that you hear everywhere. There's people making hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars a year in the business. And not only is this skill gonna help you earn income in the future, but it's also gonna teach you more skills that are necessary for growing and scaling a business. Okay, so out of your $1,000 budget, I'm gonna dedicate $400 of that to building a cash flowing skill. Okay, so step 2, got $600 left. I'm gonna take half of that and I'm gonna invest it in long-term investments. More specifically, if you can, in a Roth IRA. If not, just in any brokerage account. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take the $300, you're gonna put it into your account and you're gonna invest it in any basic index fund. So for me, it would be like VTSAX or SWTSX. There's a million different index funds. I'll put a couple on the screen so you guys can follow them. This isn't gonna make you a lot of money, let's be real. We're investing $300, it's gonna gain maybe 10% a year, that's $30 in a year. But that's not what we're going after. The reason I want you guys to invest money is so you can see how the market works. When you have money invested in the market, you can check it every single day. You can see the highs and the lows, the ups and the downs. You get to see how dividends work, you get to see how compound interest works. And yes, you might not make a lot of money off the initial 300, but it teaches you the skills of investing. And so when you have access to more capital and more income, you know how to use it properly to grow your net worth. And let me just double down. I highly recommend looking into what a Roth IRA is. I have a video on my page explaining more in depth of what a Roth IRA is. So go watch that if you're interested. Okay, so now we're down to $300. We still got 3 more steps. This is how we're gonna start it. Step 3, I want you guys investing in education. And when I say education, one thing I'm talking about is books. If you're anything like me, you're young, you grew up with social media, reading books seems pretty boring. In reality, if you find a book about something you really enjoy, then you'll have no problem finishing it front to back. Couple books and authors I'll recommend you guys. You got Robert Greene and 48 Laws of Power. Another author I like is Tony Robbins. He has a bunch of great books on self-help and self-improvement, self-motivation. So I would highly recommend getting into those. Also, sleeper author David Goggins. If you haven't read his books, they are a must read. Go read both of them. They're fabulous. I've read both his books multiple times, so I highly recommend those. Yeah, you also want to read books that go hand in hand with your cash flow skills. So for me, it was real estate. I got couple of books from Gary Keller. He's the founder of Keller Williams, which is my brokerage. But you really want to learn everything about your cash flowing skill, and reading books and just general education is a great way to do that. And how much are we putting into that? I would say about $50 of the $1,000 That puts us at $750 total, and this allows you to buy 3 or 4 books so you can begin your journey of education. Okay, so now we got $250 left. What are we gonna do? Well, step number 4, what we're gonna do is invest in your health and your hygiene. It might seem like an oddball to some of you guys, but I promise you it's not. The way you look and your appearance is so huge if you want to earn more income. Now, yes, we are working with a small budget, so it might be hard to, go and buy a bunch of clothes, buy nice shoes, buy a watch, make yourself look that good. But it is important to look good and feel good about yourself, and it does help you indirectly earn more money. If you need a haircut, maybe there's some supplements that you need for your health. Maybe you need to renew your gym membership. Just get your health in check so you can look good and feel good. And how much are we gonna put to this? We'll do about $150. Like I said, this is gonna get you your basic needs. So your gym membership, some supplements, maybe a haircut or just hygiene products. And yeah, so that's $900 down. We got $100 to go. And step number 5 is gonna be saving. So yes, guys, the last $100, I just want you to save it. Yes, I know it's boring, but it is important. For one, it's nice to have a little bit of money set aside in case of any emergencies. But the real reason I want you to save it is just to build the habit of saving. Yes, I do like to invest most of the money that I have saved up. But if you have just $1,000, it's best to build a saving routine first and an investing routine second. And once we're able to save up $500, even $1,000, then we can go back and invest more money into our Roth IRA or our brokerage account. And remember what I said at the beginning of the video, guys. This isn't about making a lot of money off this $1,000. It's about building the skills and habits that will make you a lot of money in the future. And if you guys follow all of these habits, I promise you're gonna see gradual improvement in your life, in your income, in your net worth. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna wrap up the video, guys, here. Let me reiterate one more time. The $1,000 will not change your life, but the habits that you build using $1,000 will. If you guys like this video, please check out the other videos on my page. Link some of my social medias in the description below as well, so feel free to follow and support me. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.